Welcome back to Ya Girl channel.
Hey, y'all. Hope y'all can see me. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to your girl channel. So, my kids are having a hard time keeping up with house chores. So, as a mom, you may not want to have to clean your kids' area, but a lot of times you may have to. So, get in tune with your girl while I clean up this front, while I'm also doing laundry before I find me a route for this evening. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be notified every time your girl drop a video.
Okay, y'all. So I know the government shutdown has a lot of families up in an uproar right now. But don't forget, it was a time that our households didn't get government assistance or wasn't allowed to get certain things. Let's get back to those times where it wasn't solely dependent upon the government to give us anything. Right now, they're trying to see how people will react to shutting down the government right before the holidays. They don't care that Thanksgiving is coming up. They don't care that our kids need Christmas to happen for them. What they're expecting is for people to start risking it all just to sustain. But I'm here to tell y'all that it's another way. We have to get back to a time where families stuck together and communities stuck together. Even if you don't have a close knit family, I know you have grown bonds with people for as friends in your community, neighbors, things of that sort. And if you all was to set up a game plan that helps not only your household but theirs as well, I feel like we need to start doing that. So your girl has been doing a lot of research and just trying to see what's the best option when it comes down to grocery shopping, because your girl got 5 kiddos and it's just me. It's one income for 6 individuals. And baby, when I say it's hard, it consists of working every day, pretty much, no off days. But like I said, it is doable and it's sustainable. So I wanted to shed some light on some things that I have been researching. While these, first I'm gonna start on the food because I don't want to throw y'all off. So first, let's talk about how a lot of these families, they sustain where they don't have to worry about going to go buy their meat from the grocery store. Start shopping local. So find some farms that's near you and see how much it is to buy a whole cow. If you can't afford a whole cow, because from my research, a whole cow is like 3 grand. However, a lot of times these families, they split that 3 grand up however many ways that they need to split it up, and that meat lasts them for the whole entire year. And if you're just not big on beef, I would say go to some of these stores. So like Restaurant Depot, you do have to have a business license. However, they give you these day passes, and they actually have 40-pound boxes of chicken. So if you're just a chicken person, I would say go stock up on your meats. Start getting them Sam's and them Costco cards. I know that the membership can be a little pricey sometimes when you just don't have it like that. But like for example, right now Sam's, for the month of October, they have their memberships for the ones that's $50 is $15 right now, and the one for $100 is $50. And I would say shoot for the one for $50, because the more you go in Sam's and you spend, they give you like money back. So it's like rewards, and you can use that towards like your paper items, so your tissue, your laundry detergent, whatever you need to see fit for that money that will be on your card. Like when you go to check out, use it for that, and just try to stay afloat. Start doing a lot of research. Get you some soil so you can start producing your own fruits and veggies. And if you live in a cold climate, I would say see what you can grow. Get you a little smaller greenhouse and put it in your house somewhere. Even if you stay in an apartment, if you got a patio, start small. You don't have to be major. You just got to make sure that you and yours can sustain. Start looking into, getting you a generator, because this is not going to just be the only time where they're trying to challenge to see how bad things will get. Right now, they're just using SNAP as a test to see how crazy the world will get. But I'm here to tell y'all that you can sustain without the government. I know for a long time people feel like you can't because you got all these kids. No, a lot of times we just invest our money into the wrong things. Start investing into things that will be sustainable for you and your children. Especially us as moms, single moms at that, and we're working off of one income. Baby, you got to start thinking smarter and not harder. A lot of this stuff you can do without the government, okay? Yes, rent is high, but if you're renting and say, oh, well, my credit is so bad. But this is the thing. As much as you go out here and you spend money on Jordans, Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga, and all of this other name brand stuff, you could be paying off some debt to make sure that you and your kids can be sustained in these hard times. That's what they did back in the day. They knew how to sustain because they went and they invested their money in things that would set them and their children up. No, did they always have the nicest everything? No, they didn't. But they made do with what they had. And we are in those times right now. You can't be walking around here thinking that you're going to keep up with the Joneses when you ain't got no money like the Joneses. When I say you need to start setting you and your children up, because the government ain't doing nothing but trying to break our community. They don't care nothing about the middle class and the poverty level. And I know you don't want your children going out here trying to risk it all just because they feel like they don't have this and they don't have that at home. Baby, when I say set these kids up for success, set them up for success. But not only just your kids, set yourself up for success. Don't let the government and what, the president doing affect your household. Because even in these times, just know God will provide. You just have to start doing the leg room. Faith without work is dead, and that is a true saying. Sometimes it consists of longer nights. It's going to be a lot of late nights and a lot of early mornings. Some days you're going to have to do it with the tears in your eyes. But baby, when I tell you, it's going to pay off. It will. And I'm speaking from experience because honestly, before they even shut the government down, y'all, I literally had got cut off for SNAP. And that wasn't my first time getting cut for SNAP. I end up getting cut, I want to say, at the beginning of this year as well. And baby, I was still sustaining and able to feed my kids. Was it a struggle? Yes. Was it some days that in the beginning before, I got my car and stuff situated? Was it some hard times? It was. It was some days where I probably was going without eating just to make sure them kids was eating. But that is okay. Because I can't make excuses. Because at the end of the day, I got 5 humans that look up to me for them to be okay. And not only do I have 5 humans, kiddos, I have 2 fur babies as well. And I want to set my household up for success. And that, speaking of fur babies, that's another topic. So the world is getting crazy. If you're not big on, the right to bear arms, you need to learn how to invest in some protective animals. Put it that way. But don't just go out here thinking that you're going to get these dogs and thinking that it's easy, because it's not. I went from having a standard poodle to having a standard poodle and my new dog. He's a Staffordshire Terrier mix. And I adopted him. But baby, when I say he be on go, he be on go. But it is a lot of retraining and reinforcing the boundaries in my household right now. But by the time he gets to be one, because my poodle, she's one right now. But baby, I needed some oomph, you know? I understand why these families, they have these animals and they love on these animals. And that's the same thing I do. I love on my animals. However, I also set strong boundaries because dogs tend to walk all over you if you allow them to. But you need to start having some safety measures that you put in place when it comes down to a lot of different things. So, what do you have in your house that if the power grid go down? Are you looking into solar panels? Are you looking into, if the water is contaminated? Or have you started thinking about, setting yourself up and having water already accessible for you and yours? Like, we have to start thinking outside of the box because they're trying to take it back to where it wasn't a such thing as getting government assistance. And that is okay because you can survive without it. Baby, right before this government shut down, my uncle told me, like, we had a talk and he was just telling me, like, I just need you to get you together so that whenever the president start putting his things in place, that you and yours is able to sustain. And that's what your girl been doing. Have times been a lot hard to do. It seem like everything is pricey right now, yes, but it's sustainable. I get up tired, but I still get it done. And that's what I want y'all to understand, that you can do whatever it is that you need to do for you and yours. Stop letting the government tell you that it's not possible. It is possible. It was a time where we was putting up clothes in layaways. Baby, if that's what you got to do, go back to it. If you want to just go and you say, oh, all I got is $20 today. Start like that. You go and you take that $20 to Walmart. And you see how many little outfits you can get for your kids. Even if that means you can only get one outfit a day. And baby, make it work. But I would say the smartest thing to do when it comes down to getting the clothes and stuff in bulk, start using these apps where you can split the payments up in four. Not only start using those apps, if you're not able to get those apps, start setting up layaways. Start seeing what stores still offer layaway. And for Christmas, don't wait until December to start. Start now. It is getting ready to be November. So everything that you want under that Christmas tree for them kids, make sure that you're setting money aside so you can start shopping in November. The beginning of November. Even if that means you go buy 1 or 2 toys a week, wrap them up, hide them off in your closet, put them in a trash bag. If you don't want to wrap them right now, put them in a trash bag. Make sure them kids can't get to it. And that's where you start. And you take it one day at a time. We got this, y'all. They just want to see us fall. And I know that we can do it as a community. They did it before. It was a Black Wall Street. Come on now. Our community, we have so much talent that we could do any and everything that we put our minds to. Baby, I don't care if you got to go get you a sewing machine. Baby, you better do it. Start making those cute little clothes. You don't have to go and splurge and do $40, $50 shirts and stuff like that. Start where you're at, and it'll eventually come. And stop always putting all your trust up into the government and the president and stuff like that. Because to be honest, no matter who was in office, baby, I never seen them come to the hood and invest that time. I've never seen them come to these communities that really is lacking and actually pour into them. It has always been the same. So at the end of the day, just know that life is going to happen around you. But you can let it happen to you, or you can get with the program and you can start doing what it is that you need to do for you and yours. I hope y'all have a great day. Your girl is going to be dropping more content, just because I want us to win, because we can. And baby, when I say I sit and I research all day long, so I want to pour into my subscribers and show y'all that it's possible for us to win. So even if you feeling overwhelmed today, even if them groceries kicking your butt, them kids getting on your nerves, your pets getting on your nerves, baby, I'm here for you. And I'm here to tell you that you got it. You doing it and you made it thus far. Don't think that God will leave you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. But he also never told you that it'll be easy. He just said it'll be worth it. So remember that, y'all. Bye, y'all. Okay, y'all, so we finished. And it actually took longer than what I thought it would take. I thought it only took an hour. It is 4:19 right now, so anyhow, we're not even gonna talk about that because I don't want to, put no times and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. But anyhow, I am getting ready to go to the grocery store and
pick them up something for dinner. I'm really thinking like some. Can I go this way? I don't even know if I can go this way. But we finna see. But I'm thinking like some chicken, like some little lightly fried chicken, and then put some gravy on top with probably some yellow rice or some white rice, and give them like some corn or something. Cause your girl working on a budget right now. Yeah, I don't even think I can go this way. I think I'm going the wrong way. I really am. But so we're gonna go and get some groceries or whatever. We're gonna try to stay under like $10 because every time I go into the grocery store, I overspend, and I need to kind of like budget out our meals for the week. Now that I'm no longer getting the EBT, and it's been like this even before the government shut down. So your girl is literally just having to relearn how to basically budget. Because at first when I was on EBT, like in SNAP, I didn't budget because I knew like it was on my card. So it was like, okay, well, it's already on the card. So it was like curless shopping. Like I would shop like I normally shop. However, it was a lot of snacks and stuff like that. So now I'm just careful with what I spend. So yeah. Your girl definitely got to be careful with what she spends. So just it's been a challenge trying to get myself on a budget. But I definitely am. I think the biggest thing that is, where the bulk of my money goes is food. Because again, it's either the quickest thing, like my kids, they told me, Mom, we're gonna end up turning into Ninja Service. Because they literally, that's all they eat is pizza. Because it's the easiest thing to get them. So it's the easiest and it's the cheapest thing. So with that being said, that's what your girl, do. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. But of course, after I get, your girl gotta go out and work. I did have a route earlier, and I ended up not. They didn't have any routes available. So of course, with Amazon, they still end up paying you when stuff like that happens, and your girl can't complain. I would definitely not complain. So we definitely still have to work this evening. So yeah, we're gonna get to it. I'm gonna finish up my house, get me organized and stuff like that, and then I'm gonna go out and work.
you.